In this video, I'll show you how to use the OKX app. If you want to know how to use the web app, I've got a separate video for that, which I'll link in the description below. Now, what we need to do is download the app, and then you can sign up with an email address and a password, and you can get into the app no problem. If you are a new user to OKX, I'll leave the link below to sign up as well. You can get a welcome bonus via that link. So just click that link to go through and sign up. But once you've signed up for the app, what they'll do is push you to perform KYC. KYC stands for Know Your Customer. Basically, you have to give them an ID card or a passport or something else that you use in your country just to prove who you are and where you live. So they'll push you to do this. Scan it with your phone's camera, and then you'll scan your Face ID as well just to prove that the ID is yours. They will do this automatically when signing up for the app. If not, then go to the top left-hand corner of the app, and this is your account icon, so press that. Up at the top, it says Account Settings, so press that as well. And then you can see my profile here. I've got a user ID and identity verification. If you click this, it'll go through that process. Like I said, I've already done mine, so it just says, yep, you're all good to go. You just need a passport and ID card, and then it will go through that with you. Now, the other thing important is to go to security up at the top and go to authentication methods. You want to create passkeys here if that's available for you. So Touch ID or Face ID, and anything that important that happens on the app, they will just check that it's you doing it via the passkey. So you can just do basically Face ID. So if you're withdrawing funds or anything like that that's important, they'll just double check with the passkey, put the passkey in, and then they'll let you do it. Now I'll show you how to deposit money into OKX via a bank transfer. So I currently don't have this option, but I did before, and it just shows you that in some regions you will have this option, and in some regions OKX won't support this. So if you can see it in your app, then there will be a green button up here that says deposit cash or deposit money. So you can go ahead and press that and go through this process. I currently don't have it, but I have screenshots of a time that I did it before. So you can say deposit cash or deposit money, and you can see the bank transfer option that I had here. So all you have to do is just add an account, and you can add the details of your account where you're sending from. So press add account here, and you can set up a bank transfer. And it says asset security. There may be a hold of 15 days before depositing and withdrawing, so just make sure you're happy with that. And then from here it says enter bank details. So what I'm going to do is enter the bank account details where I'm going to send money from. So that's my local bank account that I have. And for me it was an IBAN, but in other countries it may be slightly different. But just go and put your bank details in and your name. And to be sure here, it has to be your bank. So it has to be the same name in OKX and your bank. It has to be you and your name, and your ID details is the same between the both of them, otherwise it won't work. So go ahead and put your bank account details in. Once you've done that, you can see your account is ready to verify. And then from here, this is the transfer details. So these are the details that I would send money to in order to get it into my OKX account. So go into your banking app, and then from there you can make a payment from there into the local bank that OKX have. Now again, this may change depending on the region. So it might be an IBAN, it might be a local bank account system that you use, but I'm sure you know how to make a bank transfer. So from your bank, make a transfer into OKX's bank. If there is a payment reference that you have to include, make sure you include it with the payment, because then OKX will know which account to put it in. In other regions, you may get a unique bank account number with OKX, which is going to be easy, so you can just send that over. But if it's available in your region, it's essentially a bank transfer locally. So go ahead and do that, and then you'll be able to deposit some cash into your OKX account. From there, you can trade it into any other crypto. Now I'll show you how to make a deposit of crypto into OKX. So if you've got crypto on a different platform, or you want someone else to send you crypto into your account, all you need to do is get your deposit address into OKX. So on the main page, on the left-hand side at the top, you can see the deposit crypto icon. If you can't see that, go down to your assets in the bottom right, click that. And then there should be an icon here in green that says deposit. So we're going to click that. I want to deposit crypto now. And then from here it says, well, which asset are you depositing? So let's say that I'm sending in some USDC from another platform. So I'm going to receive USDC, so I'll click that. And then it says, well, which network are you receiving this on? So OKX accepts all of these different networks. If you have USDC on any of these networks or any other asset that's supported at OKX, you can just deposit it in via these networks. So what I'm going to do is deposit in some USDC, and I'm going to choose Aptos because the arrival time is 1 minute. So they process it quite fast. So I'm going to press Aptos, and this is my deposit address for the Aptos network. So I'm just going to copy my address here on the right hand side. And then what I'll do is go over to the other platform. So in this instance, I'm going to use Bybit. I've got some USDC in my Bybit account, so I'm going to press withdraw here. I'm going to withdraw crypto up at the top and USDC. And I'm going to withdraw on-chain. So I'm using a blockchain network to transfer between two separate platforms. And then it says, what's the address? Well, I've copied my address on the Aptos network in OKX. So I'll just paste this in. And it says network here. Well, it's Aptos, right? Because on OKX, I am now expecting to use the Aptos network, and I've got my Aptos deposit address. So I have to press Aptos in Bybit, right? When you're sending crypto, just make sure that both platforms are using the same asset and the same blockchain. Otherwise, you'll have issues. Same asset, USDC, same blockchain in Aptos here. And then I can press the amount that I want to withdraw and press withdraw. And that's it. It will send from this account on Bybit, and it will send over to my deposit address at OKX. Now, if you go back to OKX here, you'll see it's exactly the same, right? Whatever asset that you want to use, you'll have some deposit options. Make sure you use same asset, same blockchain. If we go out here and I press Bitcoin, you can see the Bitcoin network here. There's some others which I wouldn't use. These are different versions, but let's say my Bitcoin deposit address that I want. This is my Bitcoin deposit address. Each blockchain will have a slightly different address format, so you have to make sure you know what you're doing. Same asset, same blockchain, send it into your deposit addresses at OKX. Now I'll show you how to withdraw crypto from OKX. In your assets page, up at the top, go to withdraw. Press withdraw crypto at the bottom. You'll have a list of assets here that you have on the platform. And how much you want to send over is up to you. So we'll press USDC. Now, exchanges are different centralized exchanges. Unhosted wallets are wallets that you would own, right? So MetaMask, Trust Wallet, something like that. Either yours or someone else's, you can press that. If you know that the other person is an OKX user, you can just use their user ID. And that's a free and instant transfer on the OKX platform. I'm going to choose exchanges though. And which network do I want to send this USDC on? Let's go to Aptos again because it's very cheap and fast. So Aptos, and it says, where is the address? So I'll go over to Bybit, and this time we're going to deposit. So on the left-hand side, I'll press deposit because I need to get my Aptos deposit address for Bybit. I'm going to press deposit crypto. We'll search for USDC. Which network that I want to use? Well, that's Aptos, right? I'm going to send from Aptos, from OKX, and I'm going to receive on Aptos in Bybit. So press Aptos. This is my deposit address. I'll copy that. Go back to OKX and I'll paste this in. It's basically just like an email address, right? You need to send an email to an email address. You're going to send some USDC or something else to the address here. So I'll press done. It's going to check that the address has no errors. Down at the bottom, I'll press next. How much do I want to send over? Like this. So 100 USDC. I'm going to press next. Now, I think this address is new. So it says, do you want to add this new address? Just, have caution here. That's fine. Press OK. It's going to go through and it says, do you want to confirm this withdrawal? So I'm withdrawing 100 USDC. The address here I can double check. The network I can double check. Same asset, same blockchain. It's going to take 2 minutes. And you'll see down at the bottom there is a very small network fee that I have to pay to the Aptos network to process the transaction. That will be taken out of the amount that you send over. Press confirm if you want to send that asset. If you have passkeys enabled on the app, when you press confirm, the passkey acceptance will just come up. Just press the passkey acceptance, it will go through, and then it will send that withdrawal over. Now I'll show you how to exchange assets on OKX using the trade feature. So down at the bottom of the app in the middle, press the trade icon, and it takes us through to the spot trading screen. If you've deposited some fiat currency onto OKX, you can now change that into any crypto asset that's available for you. So what you have to do up at the top where it says spot, just below that, you have to choose the trading pair. So I'm going to click BTC USD, and these are all of the trading pairs on OKX. If you have been able to deposit some fiat currency in here, you will see trading pairs against that fiat currency. So you can go and search for your fiat currency if it's USD or euros or something else. Go and find the pairs against that fiat, and then you can sell that fiat and buy one of the crypto assets that you want. For me, I'm going to trade some Bitcoin, so I'm going to press BTC up at the top, and it's going to show me the trading pairs of BTC. Now down at the bottom, you can see, I think this is Turkish lira. You might have euros or AED, USD, something else. You can switch that into one of the crypto assets that you want. I'm going to trade it against USDC, the stablecoin, because that's what I transferred in. So up at the top, I'm going to press Bitcoin USD. It's the second option here. And now we get the market. So I've got some USDC. You can see just below on the order entry screen, it says available. I've got some USDC available, so I can spend that for Bitcoin. You can buy and sell this trading pair. So we're buying and selling Bitcoin against USD. If you want to buy Bitcoin, you're selling USD. If you want to sell Bitcoin, you can sell it into USD. And so what we'll do is go ahead and actually trade. So Up at the top, I'm going to be a buyer. So I'm buying USD, and I'm going to choose a market order here. A market order is where you tell the market how much you're willing to buy, but you don't choose a price. You just get the best available price at the time when you press the button. So I'm going to press the total here, 10 USDC. That's how much I want to spend. So I'm going to buy $10 worth of Bitcoin, whatever that may be. What price am I going to get? Go to the right-hand side. The red numbers are sellers. These people are showing us how much they're willing to sell and at what price they're willing to sell. When we press buy, we will take the cheapest seller and we'll take their Bitcoin. The cheapest seller is the lowest red number here. And so it's currently 79,828.8. So that's what we'll get. So we'll press buy BTC and that's it. You can see it went through instantly. We spent the USD and we bought the Bitcoin. I'll also show you how to enter a limit order. A limit order is when you can choose the price and the amount that you want to trade. So up at the top, it says buy and sell. I'll press buy. Where it says market order, I'll press that. And then I'm going to choose limit order. Limit order lets us choose the price that we're willing to trade at. So what I'll do in this price here, I'm going to say that I'm willing to pay 79,800 per unit of Bitcoin, per one Bitcoin. How much Bitcoin do I want to actually buy? Down at the bottom of the order entry screen, press the total here. Let's say I want to buy another $10 worth. I'm going to spend $10 and I'm willing to trade at 79,800 per Bitcoin. And it's worked out what the fraction of the Bitcoin is that I can buy. Now, what we're going to do at this price is join the order book of buyers. The order book of buyers are these green numbers on the right-hand side. These are other buyers showing the market what they're willing to buy Bitcoin at. The current best bid for Bitcoin is 79,834.6. That's the top of the green numbers. I'm willing to pay 79,800. So I'm actually a little bit cheaper than other people. And this means that my order is not going to go through straight away because sellers are going to sell to them before me because their price is higher, right? What I will do is join the order book and I will wait for the order to get done. If the price just comes down a little bit and a seller is willing to sell Bitcoin to me at this price, then we'll trade. So I'm going to press buy here. And notice that my order is actually now in the system down at the bottom here. Our market order went through immediately because we didn't care about the price that we paid. But in our limit order is joined the order book, but we can't trade it right now because sellers are selling higher. Notice that my order has just come on the book. You can see the arrow, right? So we're pretty close to getting done. We're actually like $8 away. And so if there's a seller that's willing to trade, we will trade and we'll actually, buy the Bitcoin. As of right now, nothing is traded. If you want to cancel this order, on the right-hand side, you can see cancel all, and there's also a cancel for this specific order. So I'll press cancel, order canceled. I didn't trade because no one traded with me. Also, you don't pay any trading fees unless you actually exchange assets. So I put the order in, it didn't trade, I canceled it, and nothing's happened. I'll also show you the Earn platform and OKX if you want to use it a little bit more like a neobank or something like that. So down at the bottom, press explore. Then we're going to go to Earn. You see the Earn platform here. Up at the top, there's lots of different ways to use various products. I'll just show you simple Earn here with dollars. So we're going to go to Earn. On the right-hand side, I'll click the arrow. And what can you do? Down at the bottom, let's say that I've got some USDT. And instead of just having it on the platform, I want to lend it for some yield. So I can choose USDT here. Notice we've got flexible and fixed earn. Fixed is a fixed time period and a fixed interest that you get. And everything is done with an APR, so a yearly rate. So if you were to have this product for 12 months, you would get a percentage back, which is 3.5% of fixed. But that's not available right now. So we'll go to flexible. So I'll press that. Flexible interest is where you can put USDT in. You earn a little bit of yield. And if you want to take it out right away, you can do. But the interest rate is flexible as well. So that means it might go down, it might go up. So let's say that I want to put $50 in. The minimum lending APR, I can choose it as 1% because we know we're getting 1.43. So the minimum amount is 1%, let's say. The bonus is 10% for the first $500. And then after that, it goes down to 1.43%. Read the terms and conditions and you can lend. That's flexible lending on the platform. So you'll get a small bit of interest. And then if you want to take the USDT out, once you've gone into the product, you can just go to flexible earn, withdraw, and it will immediately withdraw back into your trading account or your funding account. If you go into the fixed product, if it's available for you, That's a fixed interest rate and a fixed term, so you can't withdraw before the term expires. There are many more aspects of OKX, including trading bots and futures trading and many others. I'll leave videos specifically for all of those features down in the description below. If you want to sign up for OKX, then click that link as well. You might be able to get a bonus as a new user. I'm James, it's Money's EG. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.